Yes, it is that time, everybody. It is Friday. It is 2 days before AEW Revolution, and that means it is time for us to do. Let's have a little bit of fun with some AEW predictions. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. I am John. This is Wrestlescope TV, and we are back. We are live on YouTube. We are live again on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. And we are live on Facebook Live and TikTok as well. That's right. We've got it all going here. It's going to be predictions time for an exciting pay-per-view, and I'm going to try getting this done as quickly as possible. And of course, within the last 10 minutes, I found out that there's like 7 other major accounts that are going live with their predictions for AEW Revolution. I wasn't aware of this, but you know what? I'm keeping 12 noon as my spot, Monday through Friday, and I'm going to do it. As always, please, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, please like and subscribe. If you are on Facebook Live and you are on TikTok, please like, follow, share with your friends. Also, hit the notification bell on Twitch and on YouTube so you can be notified every time that we go live with something here for Wrestlescope TV. And also, don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. TikTok. Hello, TikTok. How are you doing? Also on Twitter and on Instagram. Not able to do Instagram Live right now. Working on that one. Going to see how I can get that integrated here into StreamYards. Looking forward to it. All right, Stormlight King on TikTok already has his predictions locked in and ready to go. And I'm going to jump into this right away. We are not going to waste any time. Here we go. We've got the buy-in, and as of right now, we have 2 matches scheduled for the buy-in. We've got the cold-hearted Hook taking on QT Marshall, and this is something that has obviously been building up for well over a month now. Hook, who has looked absolutely fantastic since his debut back in, what was that, back in December, I think it was, had he debuted late December. And it's led up to this, taking on QT Marshall. And this actually, I think, has the potential to be a pretty good match. I think it's going to be short. This is going to be another great way for QT Marshall, or for Hook to look really good in his young career. QT Marshall, obviously a trainer, a veteran, somebody that can help Hook along. Not that he really needs a lot of help. This is going to be another one to make him look strong, though. Hook is definitely going to continue on being undefeated. Where is he going to go after this? I don't know what is going to be next for him. I believe that his time with facing anybody aligned with QT Marshall should be over with after this. This should end it, and he should be able to move on to something else. Hook is definitely going to come away. Yes, Stormlight King is right. Red Rum for the win. Hook 100% with the victory in this match. Also on the buy-in, another match that has been they've been leading up to this for probably about 4 weeks now, is Chris Statlander taking on Leyla Hirsch. Now, the one thing with Leyla Hirsch, you have to wonder how much that they're going to mention that she's from Russia. I think just in light of everything, of the political landscape, of everything that is going on right now, they're not going to talk much about that. We saw her heel turn a few weeks back in the trios match with Chris Statlander, Leyla Hirsch, and Red Velvet. And now you finally get the one-on-one. And it looks like Chris Statlander may be teasing a little bit of a gimmick change. She teased that a little bit on Dynamite. This has a potential to be a solid match as well. This is going to be a good women's division match right here. You've got 2 very good wrestlers in Statlander and Hirsch. Statlander doesn't need to pick up the victory in this one. Leyla Hirsch, if they're really going to be pushing her as a heel and as a solid opponent for other people, Leyla Hirsch, I think she's going to cheat to win here. I think she's going to use some sort of nefarious actions to pick up the victory, but I'm going to go with Leyla Hirsch in this one. Let's see. Oh, I wish I could bring up the comments here onto the other stream. Hirsch with the victory, according to Stormlight King. She needs to go with Serena Deeb. That would actually be a pretty awesome tag team. The Professor of Wrestling, Serena Deeb, and Leyla Hirsch. That would be a pretty doggone entertaining women's tag team right there. And especially with the whole Ring of Honor being aligned with AEW now, that would be pretty entertaining. All right, we move on now to the main show, and I'm just going in the order that they've appeared online. This does not mean that this is going to be the order that the matches are going to go in. I'm just going to go with the order that I have found online. We are going to start off with the A.H.F.O. Andrade El Ídolo, Isiah Cassidy, and Matt Hardy taking on the team of Darby Allen, Sami Guevara, and Sting in a Tornado Trios tag team match. The first time ever in AEW. That is a lot to say for one match. If there is one match that I really don't care about on this pay-per-view, it's this one. I've had enough with Matt Hardy and the A.H.F.O. First of all, Darby Allen, Sami Guevara, Sting, they're going to win this match. That team is going to win this match. The fact that they've got Isiah Cassidy with Andrade and Matt Hardy just makes this a I don't really care match, but this is a way to get Sting onto a pay-per-view. Really, Darby Allen versus Sami Guevara versus Andrade for the TNT Championship. It should not be on Rampage. It should be on the pay-per-view, but this is a way to get Sting and Matt Hardy onto the pay-per-view. We're finally going to see the split up of Andrade and Matt Hardy. It's been teased for a while now. Andrade is going to take over the whole thing with the Butcher and the Blade and with Private Party. Matt Hardy is going to be out on his own. This is going to be the way for Jeff Hardy to come in. We're going to have the Hardy Boys back together again, and they're going to end up battling Butcher and the Blade. They're going to battle Private Party and all these other things going on. But it's going to be the team of Darby, Sami, and Sting with the victory in this match. If this goes over 10 minutes, I think that's going to be way too much. This one probably will not be the opener. I can pretty much guarantee this is not going to be the opening match. This is going to fall in between one of the four championship matches that we're going to see on this show. Next, we move on to the Face of the Revolution ladder match. We've got Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Wardlow, and either Christian or Ethan Page. Now, that match, I believe, is tonight on Rampage. I am recording this. If you're watching this on replay, this is coming up. This is at noon Central Time on Friday. So this match is tonight. Me personally, I think, taking a look at who is in this match already, it needs to be Ethan Page. No offense to Christian Cage, but you'd have the FTW champion. You have Ethan Page, Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, Orange Cassidy, Keith Lee. That is a pretty good lineup right there. You've got three powerhouse guys, no pun intended, with Hobbs, Lee, and Wardlow. Then you'd have Cassidy, Starks, and Ethan Page, who can do some amazing things themselves in the ring. There have been rumors floating around that there potentially could be a seventh member to this match. Nothing has been confirmed. I've seen different rumors online about this. If it is going to be a seventh man, it's going to be Swerve. Swerve is going to show up in AEW and be added to this match. Now, if we go just off of the six that are here, and again, I'm going to say Ethan Page is going to be man number 6. Ricky Starks doesn't need this. Orange Cassidy doesn't need it. Powerhouse Hobbs will not get it. It really comes down to Keith Lee or Wardlow. And I could potentially see Shawn Spears costing Wardlow winning this match, which furthers along the storyline of the split between Wardlow and Shawn Spears and Wardlow and MJF. They're not going to completely blow it off as of yet. Stormlight King is saying Wardlow. I'm going to say not now. If they do not add a seventh man to this match, it is going to be Keith Lee. I am going with Keith Lee. If they do add a seventh man to this match, I'm going to go with Swerve. So I'm going two ways on this. I'm going two ways, but my top pick is Keith Lee. Pick 1A if they add the seventh man is Swerve. Okay, on to our next match, Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston. Well, we know Chris Jericho has pretty much turned heel now. We know he is going heel. I think we have seen the end of the inner circle. You've got Sami Guevara off on his own, doing his own thing now. Santana and Ortiz have been teasing kind of being off on their own as well. Jake Hager is non-existent. He doesn't really add much to it. And just with the promos that Jericho, who news came out this morning that he is going to trademark, he's attempting to trademark the sports entertainer. So if he starts calling himself that, he's what, the demo god, he is the influencer, he is the sports entertainer. He's going heel here. I would love to see Eddie Kingston win. I really would. But I think this is just going to be, this is not the end of the story. This is just the beginning of the story of Jericho and Kingston. I believe we're going to see Santana and Ortiz side with their friend Eddie Kingston. And we've heard Jericho talk about, well, hey, I think I brought in the wrong guys from LAX. Could we see Homicide come in? Could we see somebody else come in? I forget who's Homicide's other partner. Supermex. What the heck was it? What was his name? Doggone it, I can't remember his name. Shoot, it's gonna kill me that I can't remember Supermex's name. But I'm gonna go with Chris Jericho in this match. Neither one of them really need to win this one, but I think just for storyline purposes, it needs to go with Chris Jericho. Now, this is the match that this is 1A Hernandez. Thank you, Hernandez. Thank you, Stormlight King. Hernandez, Supermax. Love that. I would love to see him and Homicide together coming in AEW. That would be so awesome. The next match, this is probably the one that I'm looking forward to the most and has had the best build out of anything on this show, is CM Punk and MJF. CM Punk, again, showing why he is one of the best in the world on the microphone, but doggone it, MJF has taken it to a whole new level. Last week on Dynamite, with this whole emotional thing about the 11-year-old kid, and I'm here because of this, and you walked away, and this is why I'm the way I am, and everything else. And then just the horrific attack on CM Punk, and basically calling himself the devil going into this match. The build for this has been absolutely perfect. If you are going to take a case study of how a one-on-one pay-per-view match should be built, CM Punk versus MJF has been a masterclass. It has been as close to perfection as you can possibly get. Now, who's going to win this match? I don't know. MJF is 2-0 against CM Punk. Now, granted, it hasn't been in the cleanest of ways. CM Punk, does he need to win this match? No, he doesn't. MJF, this would be just an absolutely huge victory for MJF to launch him closer to that inevitable match between him and Hangman Adam Page. But I think there's the whole thing with Wardlow to come first. I think there's more to come for MJF before he challenges for the AEW World Championship. So I'm going to lean here and go begrudgingly with CM Punk. Yeah, Brian, perfect comment. That's what happens when you have two great men on the stick. That's right. And Brian, good to see you in here, buddy. Good to see you in here. I would not be shocked either way on this one. I would not be surprised if MJF won, but I'm leaning towards CM Punk. Blasphemy? What do you mean blasphemy? That CM Punk is going to win? Another match I'm really looking forward to, but it's probably number 3 for me on the night. Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson. This again, without a lot going on, they have really made this a must-see feud in just a matter of a couple of weeks. You've got two guys that were in WWE together that have faced each other on the indies previously. And Moxley has admitted, I have never beaten Danielson. But this is this is not Dean Ambrose. This is not Shield Dean Ambrose. This is Jon freaking Moxley. Sorry. And the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And Bryan Danielson has been just absolutely incredible since his debut in AEW. And this match, I am sincerely hoping that this is going to lead to a Moxley-Danielson tag team where they do bring in somebody like a Daniel Garcia or somebody like a Lee Moriarty or, you know, Big Shotty Lee or somebody, another younger talent, somebody from Ring of Honor, maybe a talent. There's a lot of potential here. This is going to be brutal. I don't think it's going to be as brutal and bloody as CM Punk MJF in the dog collar match. And I didn't mention that in CM Punk MJF, that it's a dog collar match. That's why I'm leaning towards CM Punk in that match. But Moxley versus Danielson, this is, again, just the beginning of something here. I'm going to disagree with you, Stormlight King. He says Danielson. I'm going Moxley because Moxley has just returned. Danielson has already dropped the match to Hangman Adam Page. He doesn't need to pick up the victory here. I think Moxley does need the win, but they're going to end up wanting to side together after this. Lucas, good to see you, buddy. We're going to jump back one match here. I don't think Wardlow is going to cost MJF. They're not going to go that far yet. Not quite yet. They're going to wait until, would it be Double or Nothing? Yeah, Double or Nothing for something to happen. All right. The AEW, the TBS Championship on the women's side. Jade Cargill, the champion, who is 28-0, 29-0, versus my favorite female wrestler on the planet, Ty Conti. Sami Guevara, you're the man. This one, I'm a little worried about this one because I truly believe if weaknesses as a performer, as a wrestler, and Jade Cargill are going to be shown, it's going to be in this match. She has gotten better. She has been working behind the scenes with Bryan Danielson, becoming a better wrestler, but she is still very green, extremely green, still learning how to do things in the ring. And Ty Conti, love her to death. She is not the one to carry somebody like a Jade Cargill through a match. She is great in her own right. Ty Conti is, but this is one that could easily and very quickly become a train wreck. And I hope it isn't. I hope it doesn't. I hope these ladies put on a great 10 to 12 minute match, hit a lot of great spots, make each other look extremely good. But out of any match on this card, this is the one that could very quickly turn into a train wreck. Again, I sincerely hope that it doesn't. I think it's all safe for us to say, despite what Ty Conti said, Jade Cargill is going to retain this title. who's going to be the one to knock her off for this? I think she's going to hang on to it for a while. And it may not be until it may not be until All Out that she loses this belt. She could go through the entire summer. Wait, am I right on my order? Double or Nothing is in June, All Out is in September, or is it vice versa? Whichever the September pay-per-view is. Stormlight King, can you help me out on that one? Which one am I wrong with? Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on TikTok. There is some weird stuff going on TikTok. Okay, we're going to leave that alone. But I'm going with Jade Cargill. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, Lucas doesn't see Jade losing anytime soon either. I have to agree with that. 50-0, that's a possibility. I hope they don't try doing a Goldberg run. There have been some rumors about, oh my goodness, she's going to get the Goldberg treatment. She's going to go 172-0. Please don't. Please don't do that. We don't need that. Absolutely not. We definitely do not need that. All right. The tag team title match. You've got Jurassic Express. You've got Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus taking out reDRagon and the Young Bucks. First of all, I'm going to say Jurassic Express are going to retain. I'm going to say that. No offense to Jurassic Express, but you've got teams. Oh, wait a second. We're going to stop here. Stormlight King on TikTok. If this happens, I will go absolutely nuts. I'm going to backtrack here. Go back one step. Jordan Grace would be his pick to take it from Jade Cargill. Oh my God. Jordan Grace in AEW to win that TBS championship. Oh, you know, it could happen. Because who's her husband? Jonathan Gresham. That's right. The reigning or the interim Ring of Honor heavyweight champion. And he's not technically under contract with AEW, but he is the interim reigning Ring of Honor champion. Could Jordan Grace not be that far behind? Oh, I'd go absolutely crazy if that happened. All right. Back to the AEW Tag Team Championship. Again, absolutely no offense to Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. They're a fun team to watch, but when you put them in with two teams like reDRagon and the Young Bucks, I would have rather seen FTR, reDRagon, Young Bucks, Lucha Brothers, reDRagon, Young Bucks in a triple threat like this, a three-way dance. I think we're going to see continued issues between reDRagon and the Young Bucks, and Jurassic Express is going to retain the championships. They're going to be in a lot of trouble through most of the match, but there's going to be that infighting because Kenny Omega's coming back soon. He's going to be coming back soon. And Tony Khan, in his media call the other day, teased the fact that he really wants to do trios titles, but he wants to wait until Kenny Omega comes back. And wouldn't it be incredible in the finals for the first ever trios tag team championship to have Adam Cole and reDRagon versus Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks? And if that's the case, you really can't have either of these two teams to be the AEW World Tag Team Champions at the time. And Jurassic Express has a lot of other teams that they can face to defend their titles. So I am going to go with Jurassic Express to retain. Somehow reDRagon and Young Bucks are going to cost themselves the match, and it's going to lead into a bigger feud. The other match that I am, of the three big matches that I'm super excited for, though I'm a little bit concerned going into this one now, is the AEW Women's World Championship match. Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D, taking on Thunder Rosa. And I may have to have this updated. It says the best NWA champion. Well, it could be the best AEW women's champion. But unfortunately, in that tag team match on Dynamite, Thunder Rosa did suffer an undisclosed injury. She is, as of right now, she is still supposed to be in the match. She's going to be okay, but it was an undisclosed injury. This one has been leading up for a long time. The build for this has gone on for over a year. Realistically, they had that incredible lights out match, which was a match of the year. And Britt Baker has done pretty well. I mean, I don't want to say it's been an underwhelming title run for Britt Baker. I think she could have been booked a little bit better as far as feuds. She has not done anything wrong. It really comes down to the way things have been booked in the women's division. And that's been, if I have any complaint about AEW, and I know I'm not the only one, is the women's division deserves a little bit more attention. And they haven't been getting it. This match, I would love to say this is going to be match of the night, but there are so many good matches that are on this card. Punk MJF, Jericho Kingston, Danielson Moxley. But this one will go down as an absolutely fantastic match. I want to say Thunder Rosa is going to do it, but is it time to take that title off of Britt Baker? Is it really the time? I'm going to go with my heart on this one and say Thunder Rosa is finally going to win the AEW Women's Championship, but I will not be surprised if the D.M.D. retains. Let's go back to your comments here real quick. Lucas is saying reDRagon. And, you're jumping ahead going with Adam Cole. No, they are not going to have all the gold like an NXT. You're going to say Baker's going to retain. And no, I am not even going to acknowledge that last comment there. No, it's not from Lucas. We're not going to worry about that one. All right. Finally, we know it's going to be the main event of the show because Tony Khan admitted it. It's going to be the main event of the show. It's not going to be the best match on the card. I hate to say it. AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page taking on Adam Cole. And for those of you that don't know, there's a lot of history between these guys. There is. It goes back to, Ring of Honor. It goes elsewhere. Hangman Adam Page and Adam Cole have a history. And they have been playing it up a little bit here, but not as much. And Hangman, I really hope that this is kind of the start to them really pushing him as the marquee guy in AEW. Because as the world champion, you should be the marquee guy. And he hasn't been. He's been overshadowed by Punk MJF, Moxley Danielson, so many other things. Even Adam Cole, he's been overshadowed by them. I hope that this is a great match. I hope this match goes at least 20 minutes. I believe Hangman Adam Page is going to retain the title. Adam Cole does not need to pick up the championship here. They need to have Adam Page hang on to this title because MJF is going to be the one that's going to knock him off. Whether it's at Double or Nothing, All Out, it's going to be later this year. Hangman Adam Page is going to retain the title until he faces MJF. And MJF is going to be the one to unseat him as the AEW World Champion. And like I said earlier, Adam Cole doesn't need this victory. He doesn't need this championship because he is going to be in a feud with Kenny Omega. And what's going to be beautiful, you're going to get one-on-one matches. That's a dream match right there. Adam Cole, Kenny Omega. You're going to have the trios tag team titles, coming up very soon. If not before June, definitely over the summer. And like I said, it's going to be reDRagon and Adam Cole taking on Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. It's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Hangman Adam Page is going to retain the championship here. Could we see a rematch somewhere down the road between these two? It's a possibility. I don't think we're going to need to. But the question is, what is going to be next for Hangman Adam Page if he does retain here? I'm just looking here. Going back to TikTok real quick. Yep, got a couple for Page there as well. So I think we're going to go with that. It's going to be Hangman Adam Page. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? I think this has the potential to be pay-per-view of the year caliber. I think Revolution is going to be, just on paper, Revolution is going to be better than WrestleMania. I'm going to say it right now. Revolution is going to be better than WrestleMania. Come back at me in 4 weeks. We'll take a look at this, April 4th, and, mark the tape. I'm saying Revolution is going to be better than WrestleMania. Ooh, the Bucks cost Adam Cole for the match. No, Adam Page, it's going to be a clean victory for him. Nobody is going to cost him the match. Absolutely not. That would be wrong. All right, let's go to the comments here on TikTok real quick. Luke, you think Punk may be the one? Yeah, actually, if Punk beats MJF on Sunday night, we eventually could see a CM Punk Hangman Adam Page match, which would be awesome. But Punk is not going to beat Hangman. That is not going to happen. I'm sorry. CM Punk is not going to wear singles gold in AEW because he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. Okay? I hate to say it. It's not going to happen. But the Bucks, Storm Like King, no, the Bucks are not going to cost Adam Cole the match. There is not going to be any involvement in the finish, because that would tarnish the finish. That wouldn't help anyone, and it would really make Hangman Adam Page look like crap. And if Tony Khan really wants to build him as his A champion, he can't. Yeah, this isn't Connecticut. They don't give people titles just because. That's right. Because this is wrestling, not sports entertainment. Okay? Big difference. All right. You know what? I want to talk about one more thing here real quick. Something I talked about on TikTok this morning. I just want to throw it out real fast. There are multiple reports coming out. First of all, Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio today talked about how talks between Cody Rhodes and WWE are still going on, but other reports are coming out saying that things have cooled down and Cody Rhodes to WWE may not be confirmed. I don't know which way it's going to go. I'm almost thinking that Tony Khan buying Ring of Honor could maybe change things. Could Cody Rhodes come in and be the leader of Ring of Honor? Could he be the Triple H of Ring of Honor, except have a little bit more of an in-ring role? Imagine that. Cody Rhodes does have a history with Ring of Honor. He was in Ring of Honor before he went to AEW, after he left WWE. There's a history there. He believes in that style of wrestling. He believes in the history and the heritage and so many of those things. Wouldn't that be amazing if Cody went into Ring of Honor to kind of help run that, be kind of the face of the organization? Maybe not the champion. He doesn't need to be the champion, and still have involvement with AEW. Because I think him going to WWE would be a mistake. I've said it since it was first announced that he left AEW. I think going back to WWE is a mistake because they will still not utilize him correctly. No, he will not get the dashing Stardust treatment, but it's just not right for him. That's not the place for him to be. we shall see what happens. You know, is Uncle Dave right? Are the other reports right? Who knows? We could know as early as this Sunday or maybe Monday night. I don't know. We'll have to see. It will be a surprise wherever he ends up. I can tell you that. Oh, please. No, Lucas. No, we do not want him to become Stardust again. No, that was that Cody versus McAfee. Ooh, no, it's not going to be Cody versus McAfee. If anything, it's going to be Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. He's going to be a plumber. He's going to be the grandson of a plumber. If you will. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have to go there, don't we? All right. Those are my predictions for AEW Revolution. Man, I got to tell you, it is good to be back again. He finished the plunger. His finisher is the plunger. Oh my God. I wish on Twitch and on YouTube you guys could see what's being said on TikTok. Oh my goodness. Pat McAfee versus Corey Graves. Please no. No. Please not. That would be awful. But I got to tell you, folks, it feels good to be back doing predictions again. I know I've got a couple of guys in the queue, a couple of old buddies that definitely want to jump back in with me and do predictions. I wanted to do this one solo since it's the first time back out. But I can tell you for WrestleMania, I'm going to work on some things. I want to get some people in here again to do some prediction streams. I'm hoping maybe I can jump on somebody else's stream and do predictions too. I don't want it just to be about my channel here. But I'm excited. Thank you very much. I do want to take a couple of minutes to shill a couple of things. If you did not see my TikTok yesterday, I did a long TikTok yesterday, and I talked about this on yesterday's stream. I did decide to take the jump, and I did sign back up for a paid thing with StreamYard. That's the way I'm able to multi-stream today, which is awesome. I'm glad to be able to do that. But I need your help, folks. I need some support here. I really do. We got some fighting going on in the TikTok. So what I'm doing, I've actually had these for a while, and I haven't talked about them. And I got to thank my old boss from a previous job 2 generations ago for me, MillWeb1. If you follow him on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, please follow MillWeb1, MILWEB, the number 1. Follow him, please. But he made these great stickers for me. He actually helped me out. I'm going to show. Okay, I'm sorry they're backwards on TikTok. Okay. Yeah, there's no fighting here. All right, we've got the honk if you love wrestling. And again, I apologize on TikTok that they're backwards. Honk if you love wrestling. And then we've got the if what, yes, and woo are phrases you use, you're a wrestling fan. I've got these available too. I'm going to have these up for sale on my Patreon page. And I'm going to ship them for free. I'm not going to charge any shipping for them. I'm not sure how much I'm going to charge for these. I'm thinking I'm going $3 a piece on these. What do you think? Do you think $3 is good enough for these? $3? Should we do $3 for these? I'm going to come up with a couple more designs too. $3 for these. Okay. And I've got somebody that's actually going to be working on some new designs for me as well for some other things. But 100% of the proceeds from these is going to go into helping pay for different streaming fees and whatnot. And here's what I'm going to do. If I can get 25 of these, 25 of each of these sold, so 50, I think I've got that many. I don't know. I'm going to figure out a number. I do want to do some sort of a donation for Ukraine relief as well. It's going to be something through Samaritan's Purse because that's an organization I really believe in. It's an organization that I follow and love things that they do. I'm going to try working something out with that where actually, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell each of these for $3 a piece. And like I said, I'm not going to charge shipping for anybody. I'm going to send them out standard postal. If you're international, I'll figure out a way to get these to you. Okay. $3 a piece. $1 from every sale is going to get donated to Samaritan's Purse for Ukrainian relief, for helping out people in Ukraine and for the refugees and everything else. The other $2 is going to go towards helping out with streaming here. None of it's going into my pocket. Okay. I mean, technically it will. It's got to go through to be able to pay things. And once I get to a certain level, once I get StreamYard paid for and I get Buzzsprout paid for, anything extra will also go into get donated to Samaritan's Purse. So I'm going to figure out how I can go ahead and do this. I do have a personal Cash App and Venmo, which I'm going to put into my bios on all of my social media. If you want to send me $3 for each one, and then send me your email address and I can connect with you as how I can get these to you. The best way to ship these to you. And I am going to keep track. Actually, you know what? I got a wipe off board here. I'm going to post it here somewhere so I can show you. I'm going to keep accountable on this and I'm going to mark off here just how many I've sold so everybody can see what's going on. I'm going to work on some more designs. I do have t-shirts that are also available on Bonfire. Unfortunately, the quote unquote profit margin on those is not that great. Okay. Working on some other things. I'm going to work on some other stuff, but again, it is to help fund the streaming for this, because right now I'm not in a position where I don't have enough followers on TikTok, subscribers on YouTube and on Twitch yet to have this monetized yet. So until I get to that point, everything's coming out of my own pocket right now. And for those of you that know, I am in between jobs right now. Okay. So that's why I have the time and I've decided to go headfirst into this whole wrestling streaming thing again, where I'm going to be doing Monday through Friday shows at 12 noon, talking about different things and eventually bringing back the weekly show. Probably will not do one this weekend, just because I'm not prepared for it. Lucas the Goat, don't worry, I'm not going to forget about any of my longtime friends here that have been supporting me since the beginning. I've had a lot of people that have been just supporting me through encouragement and watching since the very beginning of this. I'm not going to forget about any of you guys. I'm not going to be that way. All right. Definitely not. But there are people that have really been behind me on this. And even when I took my hiatus, were checking in on me, seeing how I was doing, and were happy to see me back. But yeah, I need your help. I hate asking for help like that, but this is the best way to do it right now is these cool stickers to be able to do that. You know, use them for what you want. I'm going to work on some more designs for these things. Some cool things. If you have ideas of things that you'd like to see on a Wrestlescope bumper sticker or sticker of some sorts, let me know. If you want to follow me on Patreon, it is a free page. There are different levels that you can purchase at, but for anything that I'm going to be writing on there, which I'm going to be adding new things very soon, it's not a paywall. It's not a paywall. It's right. Everything is for free. So you can follow me there. I'm going to, over the course of the next couple of months, work on getting a web page as well, but you could follow me on all of my social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, also on Facebook. Have a Facebook page. We've got people watching on Facebook Live right now as well. So thank you very much. I'm going to get out of here. This went a little bit longer than I thought it would. We're at 45 minutes. I wanted to keep it at a half an hour, but enjoy Revolution. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will be back for sure on Monday with reaction to Revolution. We'll see how I did on my predictions. We'll see how they went, and maybe I'll have some other updates for you. Definitely stay tuned on TikTok and on Twitter and on Instagram for some other things that I'm going to be doing. I might be doing a longer Twitch stream at some point in time this weekend as well. But thank you very much. Follow me on all my channels. Don't forget also to like the channel wherever you're watching it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be updated on every time that Wrestlescope is live on whatever platform you may be watching on. TikTok, I'm going to stick around with you guys for a little bit longer, but thank you very much for tuning in. I am John. This is Wrestlescope. Have a great weekend, everybody.